Good morning, Facebook viewers. My name is Tom Lowy. I'm a reporter and columnist from the Galesburg Register-Mail, and I am sitting inside Ducky's Formal Wear at 244 East Main Street, and I'm sitting with Diane VandeSante.
Yes,
did I get that
you
right?
did that perfect.
All right.
A+.
All right. Well, we're sitting in Ducky's and we're talking live today because you have a move coming.
Yes, yes.
And where's that to? Tell folks.
We're moving to 309 East Main, so kind of diagonal across the street.
Used to be Willow Haven Furniture.
Yes, yes.
And let's tell people a little bit about what attracted you to that location, why you want to make the move, and then the time frame in which you want to do it, which you've already called ambitious with a slight dose of crazy. So
that is true.
Tell people about it.
We are we chose that location because of the window space, number one. That's a very prominent corner, one of the most prominent in my opinion for downtown Galesburg, which I love downtown.
Right.
And I would want the windows. We're a visual business, and when you want to see the dresses and the suits, it's a beautiful downtown view. So that was my hope, and we are hoping to be in that location by January 2nd if all forces in the world go with us. So
like the weather.
And
you're talking about starting this weekend, and I know it's supposed to be fairly nice, maybe a little cloudy or whatever, but knock on wood, but the forecast is pretty good. The visual aspect, you said a couple things that surprised me, and tell people what Ducky's is and what you want to do, what part of the business you want to grow.
Well, we'd really like to, the first part with that location is it's a beautiful store.
Right.
And we are hoping to attract girls from outside of our area. Prominently, I'm going to go after drawing girls from the Peoria, that direction. That there's an underserved market there, and
right.
I would see that as a perfect way to bring some new tax dollars into Galesburg
right.
and Knox County and help them find an amazing dress at the same time.
And so about 30% of the business is dresses.
Yes.
And we're talking prom, homecoming, swirl. There's a host of social events for high school age kids, right?
Yes, correct.
And so there's your target market there. But then what you told me that surprised me is that 70% of your business is tuxedo rentals and suits, and what you see is a little bit growing is suit sales.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
I see a need in this area with the losing of some of the retail stores for men who are searching for dress shirts, belts, dress shoes, suits, number one.
Right.
We do offer rental, of course, so they can rent or sell or buy, me, suits and tuxedos. We offer all four options, but the suits are an area that I really plan to have an expanded market.
I didn't ask you this, so I hope this isn't out of left field, but do you have tailoring services?
We do.
So that people can come in and they can actually be fitted and buy a suit?
We do.
That's amazing. I don't think a lot of people know that aspect of it.
Yes.
Down to that. So that's really interesting. And you said something interesting about the space that you're going to have available at your new location, in that there'll be a little more, the capability to be a little more divided. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, I've never been comfortable with the way the layout is in this store, my current location. When I moved here, I was only in men's, and then we expanded into the dresses.
Oh, okay.
So we've tried to adapt that, and in the new location, there's going to be complete separation. So there's an area that's designated just for the men's, as well as the girls will have their own area. So it's a much more, I think, comfortable shopping environment.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, that's how they do it in other retail settings,
Yes.
very much one or the other.
Absolutely.
Okay, so give us a little bit about your background with Ducky's. I think this is really interesting because I think you start with Ducky's in 1987 is what you told me?
That's correct.
So kind of give us your evolution to where you are now. Tell us a little bit about
Absolutely. Yes, I started in 1987 in Ducky's in the Quad Cities. At that time, it was in Rock Island. And I worked for Steve for many years. Steve Anthony is the owner of that store.
Okay.
And then in 2000, we decided to open a store in DeKalb, and he and I went into partnership at that point. So we became partners, and I started that store from scratch. And eventually we traded places, and I went back to the Quad Cities and ran that store. And when I found out he was going to sell the Galesburg location, I decided that was an opportunity to own that separately.
Right.
We still work together. We're
Right.
still in unison as a company.
Yeah, that's an
but we're
interesting
separately
relationship.
owned.
Yeah.
And we benefit, and help each other out and offer services, in Quad Cities, Galesburg, which is something that is easy with customers are needing to pick up in one location, return in a different location. We help them do that. So,
Well, that's interesting. And you gave me a little bit about the movement of, because this sounds like a big move, but Ducky's has moved before, and it's moved a number of times. It starts at 10 West Main Street.
Yes.
Is the first location.
correct.
And then 246 East Main,
Yes, next door.
right? And now we're at 244, and you're going to 309 East Main, the former Willow Haven Furniture Store.
Yeah, I hope this is our last move. I love this. I want to focus, on the customers and not this, but I really want them to have a pleasant shopping experience.
Right.
I want it to be, that's the premise of retail. You have to kind of freshen your look up, and in this online shopping world, it's even more important to give the customers a really cool experience and give them an opportunity to.
It seems to me
have a
that
value.
Ducky's is uniquely positioned in the fact that you really can't order online your bridesmaids dresses or your prom tucks,
Well,
that kind of deal.
They unfortunately they actually can order online.
I didn't know that. But you can't be fitted for it and everything.
No, they use a formula called algorithms, and you take some basic measurements, and supposedly they, will give you that. But there's zero service. You have no opportunity to know what that looks
really
like
shady
before.
when you're ordering. I mean, I wouldn't
Yes.
rely upon that. So you're somewhat resistant, it seems to me, to the online. But you're also you want walk-in business, but you're also very much a destination for kids who know that they're going to prom or dealing with
Yes,
rentals for tuxedos for things.
we
So,
try to really keep on the edge of fashion. That's extremely important.
That
A lot of
seems to
times
be-
people think you're in the Midwest, a small town, that the kids, don't care. They do care, and I want
ruffled
to be
collars
that.
are not cutting it anymore.
No baggy pants, no baggy jackets.
Oh, really? That's out
There's-
now.
Oh, yes.
That's too bad.
Yes.
I'm kind of partial to the baggy.
You're like
So
that.
what's been the biggest fashion change that you've seen? Like,
Boys actually caring about what, especially high school boys, and well, in weddings too, but they really want to be able to be on that edge of fashion.
Really?
And they want the skinny pants, and they want, all the trendy looks. When you think, this is not a super fashion orientated community, it is.
I see the
And that's-
20-year-olds running around with impossibly skinny pants. I'm
Yes.
just like, wow.
Yes. Doesn't look comfortable to me, but looks good on them.
So let's recap once again. You've been great, and thank you for doing this. I kind of
Absolutely.
came out of left field on you, but you were ready to go. Tell us about the move and where you're moving to, and just kind of recap why you're moving
Right.
for our viewers.
We are going over to 309 East Main. We hope to be open that right after New Year's. If everything goes as planned, we will keep everybody updated. If
And
there
you're going to
is
be
a
open
snap-
here the whole time.
Yes, you will
Right.
be able to shop with us at this
Right.
location. If you have any last minute New Year's Eve needs or any special events, we're right here. You need to plan your wedding, I'll be happy to take care of you. So yeah, we just want a better shopping experience for our customers, and we want just to have a cool store. So
Diane VandeSante.
you are so good.
Thank you for joining me today. I actually got a name right this week, and so that's always good. Thank you.
Extraordinary job on that. So
Well,
thank you for coming and talking to me.
Oh yeah,
I
you
appreciate
bet.
that.
You bet.
So,
Good luck with the move.
Thank you.
Good luck in the new year, and have fun with all those fashionable kids.
Yes, I
All right.
do. I love it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Facebook viewers, for joining us. Have a great day.